A blade embraces its duty, as a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Okay, now you can hear me. I was like, I was muted for a second.
Rest and rebuild!
Alright, might as well go to the fountain, use my resin, and do the usual.
Allow me!
Obey!
Wind strike!
My apologies!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Oh.
I've been waiting. Do your master's bidding! Unleash!
Hold the line!
Wind strike!
Whirling snow!
Hey, welcome to the stream, dude. Rosin, how you doing? Oh wait, whoops. Right now I've been using my Blizzard team ever since the Spiral Abyss. Although it's placed in the second team, so I'm still getting used to switching to them. Because I forgot that I have Kazuya's signature weapon now, so I do a lot more damage with this team. Alright, next one, where'd it go? Oh, it's right there.
Manifest!
Clouds high, the birds call!
Cryo incarnate! My apologies! Unleash!
Wind strike!
Whirling snow!
But yeah, what have you been doing? I think what I'm probably gonna do, I'm probably gonna finish exploring probably these areas right here as much as I can. Since I already got all the Hydroculus for this area, for these three areas. I don't have the Hydroculus for this area, so I'll just leave this area be for now. But that's the plan for today. We'll see how far we get. Especially since we've already done all the major quests for the first 3 areas that was released.
Are you
Obey!
here to play with me?
Rest and rebuild!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night.
Oh my god, I wasn't even trying to use that.
Manifest! Take flight! Kamisato art! Sumetsu! Obey! My apologies!
Oh yeah. Are you about to say something? I just need 30 plus crit value goblets, so I don't have. I just need a 30 plus crit value cryo goblet. For Ayaka? Or for Risley? Or are you skipping Risley? I just need like 2,000 more of these purple books and then I will be done. I'll probably just keep on farming these books up until like Farina's and Cloran's release. I mean, I'll probably still keep on farming them for sure. But so that way I can level up more characters in bulk. Ayaka, okay. Yeah, I wonder what's so Ayaka, let's see, what does she even have on her? So her crit rate, you know, is pretty low, but you know that her blizzard set makes up for it. And then her cryo resonance. And then crit damage is fairly high. Not super high, mainly because I had the weapon, so of course it's gonna be high by default. But let's see, what do I have? I got 20 crit damage for my flower, okay. And then I got 13 crit damage crit rate and crit damage. And then for my hourglass, I have, or timepiece, just crit rate. So the crit rate, yeah, so for my timepiece, that's probably the only thing I would need to improve on. My cryo damage bonus, it's like, it's okay. It's crit damage 19%, 5% crit rate. It went into attack, so this one's like alright, because it could be better. It could be better. And then for this one, I got like no rolls into crit rate, except for like 1 roll. I think the rest went into attack and HP. So I guess the one thing that I can improve would probably be the hourglass and this one. Maybe. I mean, it could be this one too, I don't know. It's like whatever. That's like whatever.
Ignorant and bold.
Unleash!
Wind strike.
Hold the line.
By ordinance divine! Whirling snow!
Oh my god, that's 30,000 for charge attacks. Technically that was 60,000 because like it did it twice. I think it has 2 hits, right? Let me look. For talents, basic attacks, charge attack damage. There's 3 hits involved, so the last 2 hits, that's 30,000. Holy. And then what the freak? Oh yeah, and look at my talents. It's only a 666. That's not even maxed. It's not even maxed yet. Just imagine if I actually maxed it out. That would be crazy.
Clouds high, the birds call into the wind.
Rest and rebuild.
Embrace the ice! Obey! My apologies!
Bruh. Yeah, I'm pretty lazy with my Aika. She just does enough damage to where it doesn't matter. Like, this is literally the perfect crowd team. Well, I could have Bennett to further improve that, but unfortunately I can't because he's C6. But other than that, this is a perfect crowd team for me. I don't know, what else could I do to improve this, huh? Like, what other character could I use besides Kokomi? That's the thing. I got no clue, to be honest. Like, maybe if I want to increase the damage even further, then I would use like Xiangling or something. Maybe. Because I would swirl with Cryo with Kaza. Or no, we use Shenhe first, then swirl. And then we use Xiangling. And then we get vaporized with whatever. That would probably do the most damage. But there's no support healing anybody. That's the thing. You can look at my Ayaka if you want. I forgot, do you have an NA account? I don't remember.
Unleash!
Wind strike.
Allow me! Do your master's bidding!
Fallen leaves. Adorn my night.
Transfiguration!
Where the heck are the enemies?
Whirling snow! Yeah! Ha!
Alright, I'm EU. That's alright, it's alright. Yeah, too bad we can't just look at anybody's account. Wait, did I use all my resin? No, I got 2 more rolls. I should have a lot of like materials afterwards. That'll be exciting to finally use once Farina and Koran comes out.
Manifest!
One with nature.
My apologies! Sakura swirl! Obey!
As one with wind and cloud.
Cryo incarnate! Take flight!
But yeah, I heard you were talking about, not heard, I saw you were talking about Counter-Strike yesterday. Do you play that game as well? Or do you watch people play? I just watch people play it. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, the game's pretty hard. That's a lot of toxic people in that game. It's crazy. Everybody just hates you unless you're like good at the game. I myself don't consider myself to be good. Like there's times where I have my moments, but it's not nearly as consistent as Valorant. And like, I don't know. I play with my friends though for fun. Although I have to fix, if I want to stream it, I have to fix something because I did try to stream it a few weeks ago, when it first came out, but I ran into an issue to where you couldn't see the screen at all when I was streaming it, so I never gotten around to playing it on YouTube. I would have to figure that out first once I'm not lazy anymore.
The wind knows me.
Hold the line! Manifest!
Wind strike.
My apologies! Yeah! Unleash!
But if I had to choose, I'd go CS over Val. Val is too complicated for me. Now I can see that, because I've been playing for quite a bit. Probably about over a year now. Not really over a year straight. Because like I played for a bit in the beginning and I was like, man, this game is too hard for me. And then I stopped for like, I don't know, like 3 or 6 months. And then I got back into it and I'm like, oh wow, I can play this game now. I don't know, it's just a game that you can pick up or you don't pick up, I don't know. It does have a big learning curve. When you factor in character abilities, like, you know, what to do against them or how to play your role, that kind of stuff. But I feel like CS:GO can be the same thing too. Because like if you think about it, like in the higher elo, right? How you place your smokes, how you do your flashes, it's a huge thing. Versus like what do you call it? Supporting your teams. Like in Valorant, supporting your team is pretty easy. Like you just basically pick an agent that focuses on support or whatever, or a specific role, and then you just play that role to the best you can. Like it's more focus, whereas in CS you kind of have to like think of the fly, because like everybody has the same equipment in terms of like utility. The weapons are different depending on which loadout you pick. But for utility, since everybody has the same thing, everybody has to like, what do you call it? Either just be really good, or just know, you know, what to do in what situation, despite having the same stuff as everybody else, if that makes sense. Because like in Valorant, everybody's roles is pretty defined. So if you're the one blinding the other team, then you blind them. And then if you're the smoker, then you smoke for your team or against the other team, if that makes sense. Whereas in CS:GO, everybody has the same utility. I don't know. And then also smoking and flashing, I would say it's harder without lineups. Or somebody flashing for you, that makes sense. Which still applies to Valorant too. But since you're only flash in the game, it's pretty much the flashbang or stun grenade, whatever you want to call it. Some people call it stun, I call it flash, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I feel like there's more lineups in Counter-Strike. Not that there isn't a lot of lineups for it, but I don't know. I feel like each game has their own unique thing. It's so weird. Yeah, you have to master a class in Valor, I guess. I feel like mastering, like when you master a class, it's not really that difficult depending on the character you pick. Like there's easy characters to use, really easy characters. But I feel like figuring out the lineups mechanics for Counter-Strike can be just as hard as Valorant. I don't know. I played both games, and I feel like the aiming and teamwork is nearly the same. I feel like the major difference is obviously the abilities and the utility. So like in Counter-Strike, it's utilities, which is like your grenades, your mollies, your smokes, your flashbangs. And then in Valorant, it's your abilities. Instead of, you know, instead of your regular Molotovs and whatnot. So it's kind of really hard. I feel like in Counter-Strike, the positioning of enemies tend to be more realistic versus in Valorant, I guess. Because like in Valorant, there's characters where you can just teleport behind the enemy team. Whereas in Counter-Strike, you know, you kind of know everybody's on one side. Everybody starts from one side, and they can't just suddenly get behind you unless they just run. So unless somebody's not covering something, that's the only way they can appear behind you. Versus in Valorant, where it is possible to just teleport behind the enemy team. Not that there isn't any countermeasures against that, but there's just ridiculous things like that, I would say, that makes Valorant have a higher learning curve versus Counter-Strike, which makes sense. That's too much for me. Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. So like in terms of like character abilities, there's a lot more uniqueness in Valorant than there is in Counter-Strike. In Counter-Strike, it's pretty straightforward, but it doesn't mean it's an easy game to play, especially in the higher elo where people just laser you. Unless you have like proper usage utility. Because I played a game where people were just getting their head taken off, going through the same area. I'm like, just don't peek it, or if you're gonna peek it, just smoke it. What does my teammates do? They keep on running through the same area over and over again. So like, if you don't have the ability to work around that or use your utility to counteract that, like the game gets pretty hard. And then in the higher elo, it gets even worse because people have lineups. Especially since you can choose your maps. Because in Valorant, you can't choose your maps. But because you can choose your maps in Counter-Strike, you could actually just practice one map, practice all the lineups you want, and then yeah, just practice all the lineups you want and just play the same map. It's easy peasy. Can you shoot through multiple walls? You can shoot through multiple walls in Valorant and in Counter-Strike, I believe. Because I've seen some people shoot me through the walls on like dust or something. That's one of the maps in Counter-Strike. So I think, yeah, wallbanging is a thing in both games. Also, what am I doing? I just started talking, and then I walked to this NPC. Yeah, I feel like the gunplay, like if you just don't factor in utility and abilities, it's pretty much the same. But then when you factor in abilities and utility, so Counter-Strike utilities and then Valorant abilities, that's when the game becomes really freaking different. Oh wait, what am I doing? I'm about to freaking do another new line, but I don't even have enough. Alright, we're gonna go do our dailies, and then we're gonna just do exploration, because I just want to chill today. Okay, which character to use to beat up these Fatuis? Let's do Hu Tao.
Oh, is it time for me to join you?
Despite me spending the most money on a C0 R1 character, I don't really use her that much.
Time to go!
Freshness preserved, chill to the bone. Too warm.
That is underground. I forgot, Luke Brosnan, do you game on a PC or do you game on a mobile device? But yeah, I guess far as 36 crit value, and 37 versus Sands. The feather and goblet were meh. Feather and goblet, huh? Usually the feather is usually the easiest one to find because, like, I don't know, you just get more. Like, feather's just works for everything. Unless your fifth one that you don't have is a goblet. Then most people use a goblet, I guess. That's what I do. But usually I've been getting lucky on my feathers, so I don't know. Maybe that's just an RNG diff. PC. Nice, nice. I couldn't last mobile getting headaches. Really. Yeah, I started playing, I think you heard me mention this a lot, but when Genshin first launched, I was playing on mobile for like a year straight. So I know the struggles of being a mobile player. I think the biggest thing being a mobile player is the ergonomics when holding your phone, because like you're holding a freaking box that doesn't really conform to your hands that well. And to really like lessen the burden on just holding my phone for long periods of time, because you know you can play Genshin for a long time. Yeah, you can't do daily commissions within 5 minutes usually, and then using your resin, you gotta spend at least like 15 to 30 minutes each day just to do your regular stuff in Genshin, which is crazy. And for me to do that, I would put like a pillow on my lap. That's like just the right height for me to hold my phone without actually having to hold my phone up. And then I put like a pillow on my back so that way I have a good posture. And I'm sitting on the couch, by the way. And then to have a better sound experience, I would connect like a Bluetooth JBL speaker, a wireless one. And then I just put that at the back of my head. So that way I get the full surround sound experience. It's crazy. I can't believe I did that for a whole year. I mean, it was pretty comfortable, my setup that I mentioned. Pillow on your lap for your wrists. Pillow on your back or your neck for good posture. And then a speaker on the back. A wireless speaker. Bluetooth. That's optional, by the way. for the good surround sound experience. Also, welcome back to the stream, Mr. A. Right now we're just doing our dailies and we're just going to be doing regular exploration probably for the entire time. Probably the only game I could play on mobile are idle games. What do you mean? So you're telling me that you could have played Honkai Star Rail? That's for sure an idle game. Like, aside from the dialogue, I mean, you could even just put the dialogue on auto. So if you're into idle games, Honkai Star Rail is the game. Like, once you get your team strong enough, you just have the game on auto all the time. That's what I've been doing. Although I have to catch up on the story quests. I'm like behind by like 6 or 7 story quests. And I haven't even done the latest what do you call it? Trailblazing quests for Star Rail. I don't know if my phone can run that. Oh, okay, so it doesn't matter phone. But don't you say you have PC? You can have your PC on and just have it on like auto. Unless you like using your PC 100% of the time of the day. I wonder if it's possible to play Honkai Star Rail and Genshin at the same time.
Are you sure it has to be me?
Find all the kids. Alright, where is this kid hiding at? Well, he is over here. Probably like one right here. I just don't like turn-based. Alright. So idle games. I wonder what kind of idle games you're talking about then. Because a lot of idle games tend to be turn-based. Like, when you say idle games, what idle games are you actually talking about? And then this kid, he ain't even trying. And this one, there you win. You were the last one to be caught. Something like you feed a fish. Sounds fun. Because it sounds like it reminds me of like Farmville or something, you know? And that makes sense. Instead of a farm, like growing a farm, you basically raise a aquarium, is what I'm assuming. Is that what you're talking about? Or you just focus on a singular fish? Keep it open until it gets big. Man, it's really hard to catch us to these things underwater. Yeah, it's like having an aquarium with different kinds of fish. That makes sense. What is this one over here? This one is with flare. I'll need a shock character for that. So if you don't feed them for like a day or a week, they die. Sounds reasonable. Trying to decide who to use. I guess we can go, yeah.
Let's go out and play.
I wonder, do I even have the rest on her? I don't. So normally people have the rest on her, but I don't have that. I mean, I do. I'm just not sure. Yeah, I don't have it at level 98 ascension. That's the thing. Can I ascend it? I don't have it. Alright, I guess we'll just keep that on her. This should be enough to fight these guys. Just use new Valette with 2 enable. I'm using this is for my companionship, that's why.
Time for a light show.
Oh wait, she might not be enough for yeah, she might not be enough. I mean, it'll take long.
Festive retreat. The banquet is here.
So soon.
Join us, flee.
No escape.
Oh my gosh.
Prepare yourself.
The fuse is lit.
Oh my gosh, I'm almost dead. What's he gonna do? Well, that didn't work out.
Time for a light show.
Can't run from death.
Hey, welcome to the stream, Rafa. How are you doing? Sorry, I was busy not dying. Let's see what somebody's saying. I think Big Bronze was talking to me, but I forgot the conversation, so I got no clue what he meant.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Alright, let's switch with my full companionship team.
This had better be important.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward.
Awesome. And then how much do I need for them to level up? Okay, so basically the only one that's close to leveling up is Wanderer for his companionship. Easy. And then just gotta do that later. Alright, now we can finally focus on exploration. By the way, how are you doing, Rafa? Are you a fellow Genshin player, or are you just a person randomly coming by? Because we get people from all sorts of places, you know, from Europe, Asia, wherever, Philippines, America. I'm from North America, by the way. And then we also get people that just come here just to chill. People don't even play Genshin. What about you? Wait, why am I navigating towards this? Okay. I'm always looking at my mini-map. Alright, so I guess we're just gonna be trying to explore today. I'm not sure how far I got with exploration, so we're just gonna keep on going around. Because the exploration could probably be just like underground or something. But if I remember correctly, I feel like I was around this area. Like I was starting from the bottom up. And then I stopped around this area. From what I remember. So we're just gonna double check all that.
Manifest!
I like how I went backwards with that. With the rotations.
Wind strike.
Take flight!
Yeah, too bad I don't have the treasure coming. You gotta be like level 9 reputation just to have that. I felt like I already did this area. But I can only use my line of sight to figure it out. What if I defeat these enemies? Let's test it out.
Unleash!
Clouds high. The birds call.
By ordinance divine! Whirling snow!
Yeah, this area looks clean. Yeah, I probably fought those guys already. Don't see anything weird over here. I wonder if I should just go around the entire island over here. Yeah, I do remember this area. Is that a Sealy? No, that's a... No, that's a slime. I've been there before.
Oh, bet you will regret this!
One with nature.
My apologies! Yeah!
What is this thing? I don't think I've... Have I messed with this before?
Take flight.
I think it takes me over there. Hopefully it doesn't. It does. Will this take me back or not? Or was it gonna take me further away? Okay, thankfully it does, I think. Or not? It doesn't, never mind. Joke's on me. And I took fall damage. Nothing over here. If I remember correctly, I think there is a challenge over here that I've never done, for whatever reason. Wait, was I supposed to do that? I don't even know. Or was I supposed to hit it on this thing? I don't get it. Did I already activate it? I'm not really sure. Well, that didn't do anything. I'm not sure if I did a puzzle here or not. Looks like it did.
Unleash.
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Do your master's bidding. Allow me. Whirling snow.
Into the wind!
Manifest.
Oh, am I not supposed to let them destroy that?
One with nature!
Unleash. My apologies. Obey.
Into the wind! As one with wind and cloud!
By ordinance divine. Rest and rebuild.
The wind knows me.
Unleash!
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
Whirling snow!
Alright, so at least we know
I
that
shall
unlock
treasure this
stuff.
good fortune.
That unlocked it to 80% now? Yep, that was 80%. 20% more to go for this area. Let's see if I can see anything else from up here.
Come with me. Let us find shelter from the rain.
Can I go on that platform? Is that what it is? Okay.
Obey!
Clouds high. The birds call.
Take flight! Manifest!
Wind strider.
Obey!
One with nature.
Cryo incarnate!
Whirling snow.
As one with wind and cloud.
Manifest!
What? Might as well get that chest from here, I guess.
Collecting rare and exquisite treasures. Yes, this seems suitably sophisticated.
I really don't get the... Oh. That was literally right there.
Today is a lucky day.
Why do I need all these circles for?
Unleash! My so rude! Sakura swirl! Manifest!
Can you show me your build, please? For which character? For my Ayaka or somebody else? My build isn't really that impressive. But I can show you if you want. I just need to know which character you're talking about.
Obey!
Clouds high. The birds call into the wind.
By ordinance divine! Where are you? Take flight!
Just for your DPS character. Sure.
Manifest!
One with nature.
My apologies!
Let me just finish fighting these guys.
Torrent, bring refuge! Obey! Whirling snow!
So the build, I'm using the Blazer Strayer set, and with the build, I have 34 and 255 crit rate, crit damage. Although with the crit rate, it does increase with cryo resonance, and with her Blazer Strayer set, because that gives like, I don't know, like 20 or 50% more crit rate on top of the cryo resonance giving an additional more. So that I get like 70% crit rate.
As a jeweler cherishes their gems.
Weapons, I had the Mist Splitter, Reforge, Artifacts. If you want to see the actual stats, Flower, it's this, 20%. I'll just skim through it. You can always go back and look at it, since you can pause the stream whenever. There's this one, and that one. Honestly, all majority of them could use improvement, but because I have the weapon, it doesn't really matter too much. Along with me having Shenhe and Kaza with C0R1, they both have their signature weapons, which helps a lot. I'm basically getting most of the damage from Shenhe, I would say, because I have a signature weapon, and then I had the Gladiator set and the Shimenawa's Reminiscence, 2P just for her attack buff, and then her attacks is at 3,700. Kaza, he has his EM at 900. Weapon, R1 Freedom Sworn. So pretty much that's where most of the damage is coming from. It's not actually really coming from Ayaka. It's actually coming from Shenhe and Kaza, I would say. But this team can 36-star the current Abyss, so it's whatever.
Unleash!
Wind strider.
Take flight!
Oh yeah, I didn't show you my talents, huh? So despite the damage she does with, you know, them, she could probably actually do more since I have all of her talents at 6, 6, and 6, as you can see. But for Shenhe, I have all of her talents at 9, and then Kaza's I have only his burst at 9. I could probably do his elemental skill and attack as well. Not that attack helps, but just to make it, you know, even. How about my see her build, please? Unfortunately, I'm from the North American server, so I won't be able to see it. And then if you're about to use just the online site, I forgot what it's called. I think it's like, actually I don't even know what it's called. But Enconomia Network, I would have to pull up a different window and everything, and I don't feel like doing that at the moment. But you can tell me the stats and everything. And then what weapons you're using. But I could show you my Yai as a comparison. Actually, my Yai isn't even a good build either, honestly. The only reason why she does a lot of damage is because I have her R1 weapon. Not that I'm using it right now, but I've been putting on Nihida, because with Nihida, she actually makes more use of it than Yai. But honestly, my artifacts are pretty bad for Yai Miko too. Because I only have 2Ps, Rider's Finale, and then 2Ps, Wanderer's Trope. I haven't even tried to get, what do you call it? Any good artifacts for since her release. Since her release, I just slapped on anything that gave her a lot of crit rate, crit damage. And this is what I got. And then her talents, is at 6, 10, 10. Surprisingly, I crowned her. Because she's really cool. C0 though. Those were ahead. Send me my UID. Is it good? Well, fortunately, I can't. Fortunately, I can't review it because I'm from the North American server. So even if I did input your ID, it would not show up since I'm from the North American server. Because it looks like you're from. Well, I don't know which server you're from. I think it's either European or Asia. I just know it isn't from North America because if you look at the bottom right of the stream, you should see my UID, which starts with a 6. That signifies that I'm from North America. So meaning, I can't enter your UID because I'm from a different server. So even if I input your ID, you would not show up on the North American server. Also, welcome to the stream, Swordar. How are you doing? It's... But yeah, Swordar, when you left us today, I actually won that game too. So, I made up for the loss of the previous game. And then I also won a few more. Along with getting a 4K with Deadlock, on Breeze. Oh, like that. If you're referring to us being on different servers, then yeah, that's the issue. Do. Finally, a Sealy. At least something I can... Oh, whoops. I fell in a little freaking crack over here. I thought I was gonna go more forward.
Adepti treasures have special powers. What about mortal ones?
I'm about to use my treasure compass, but then I realized I don't have a treasure compass for this region. Oh yeah, that makes me think that I aced with Viper, then I didn't. Then I didn't get any kills for the rest of the game because I got killed the second I saw an enemy. Oh really? That's crazy. In ranked too? Was it in ranked as well or unrated? Yeah, I almost aced, but then what do you call it? I got ulted by the freaking Brim, and then the game ended. We won the game though, of course. It was on the last round too, which made it even better. It would have been even more awesome if I didn't, if I got these. I should have just baited my team instead of just running head first. Because like what happened was that the Brimstone, he already knew he was gonna lose, so he just ulted us as we were coming towards him, and then he got me. And then the rest of my teammates got him. Easy peasy.
That's why I loathe crowded
Yep, and
areas.
Nice. Did you win the game though? That's the important thing. Cause there's plenty of times where I got an ace in rank, but then we lose the game. Like I actually got an ace recently, but we lost the game. It was tragic, super tragic. Especially since I was doing well throughout the entire game. It's just that we didn't try hard enough. That was the issue. Did I get a chest up here? I could have sworn I got up here for a Hydroculus, but I'm not sure for a chest. Nah, I lost. Rip, big rip. Big L. That's a big L. Don't worry. I get those L's too. That's always sad that when you get an A's, but then you lose the game. But I would have had like an insanely good clip if I had what do you call it? If I got that Brim on the last kill. I could show you actually what happened. Hold up. Actually, here, let me mute everything in Genshin and then pull up the window. Because it's actually pretty sick. It's a deadlock, wet dream is what I would say. Deadlock main, wet dream. Alright, let's pull up Outplayed. Don't worry, you can't see anything yet, but I'll pull up. Let's go to minus that, window capture, transition. We'll just maximize that, and whoops, it's this one right here. Only for you, Storner. Only for you. Heard that one. GB.
One's mid. Right there. Mid and elbow.
Sensor tricked. I hear you. I catch you. Ultimate. No surprises.
Good.
One enemy remaining.
Oh, ace.
Spike down B.
Nothing
Oh.
there.
You're out blind if you want to peek him. Out blind.
Here, you'll see how I messed up. This is what happened.
Prepare for hellfire. Right there.
His window anyway. Somebody else gets the kill.
There.
I'll take that though. I'll take the 4K.
Defenders win.
That was last round too. It would have been even better if I got the Brim kill on the last round. Such a tragic 4K for me. But that was like the best deadlock setup that I could do on an enemy team. They just ran in there, they WQ'd it because they just had no... They were just losing everywhere, and then they tried to just full rush the site, and that's what happened. Alright, hold on. Let me go back to Genshin now. Let's do transition. Now we're back over here. Close that. You'll probably see that in another video, honestly. Oh, turn this back up. You know what's crazy? We almost came back. Now that I mentioned it, you said it was 5-13, right? We almost came back from a 1-10 game. Like, enemy team was pretty toxic, which probably got to my other teammates, but it didn't get to me. Actually, yeah, let me go back to it. I won't play the whole clips or anything, but I'll just show you the score. Where is it? It would have made a great video if I actually won it, but I didn't, so it's whatever. I think it was this one. Yeah, it might have been this one. This was also yesterday, by the way. Hold up. Not that one. This one. Transition. Yeah, if you look at the score, right? Let's see. If you look at the score
Alright, come on.
for... I think it's good. It's just that... So, we were at 1 in 10. 1 in 10. Okay. But, I kept the never give up mentality and just kept on playing. Oh yeah, here, look at this. If you look at the bottom left, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it says 1 more kill and I had the same kill as your whole enemy team. Cause like we're all like in the negative, I think. Yeah, I think we were all in the negative. But like I put my big boy shoes on and then we won 1 round, 2 rounds, 3 rounds, 4 rounds, 5 rounds. I think we won. Yep, we kept on winning and winning until we got to 8 rounds.
Sean,
Then
I
we
was
won
fucking holding
again,
the right side.
again, and then we lost this round. And then we brought it to overtime, and then we finally lost.
Alarm bot down.
But like the reason why we lost was it was so bad. So I did.
Corner.
I tried to get the trade by Wallbanger, which only got hit her for 131, and then I got traded. But it's still even. And this is where the treasure part comes in. So it looks
Sprint. They're both.
it looks pretty winnable.
You can plan open. For thingy.
These are our 2 worst players, by the way.
Wingman's gonna plant spike.
So that was a bad smoke that he made.
I might try to shoot it out.
Cover going out.
Spike
You don't think
sticky.
one comes
Thanks,
ropes?
little man.
No, Sean.
Oh no.
No.
He's dead.
No.
Jeez.
Bye.
And then the person that whiffed, if you look at the bottom left, he disconnected. The one that just made the whiff, he just DC'd after that. I think he was mad. Our teammate. We didn't say it. We didn't say it in team chat. That was us in Discord. Because like one of my friends, and then the person I was doing it with was spectating, and then we just saw that and we're like, oh, what became winnable, what became unwinnable now. That's why I say it was tragic. And then I ended the game with 24-17, and then out of everybody on the team, yeah. So if you out of everybody on the team, I did the best. And then the other enemy team, I was pretty much even with them. The only ones that needed to pick up the pace was pretty much Omen and Gecko, both of which failed everybody. It was tragic. Anyways, just because you're down, like 1 in 10 or 0 in 10 or whatever negative score you're in, it's winnable. I just didn't try hard enough. That's the thing. I made a bad move at the end round. And that costed us the game, unfortunately. But I would have lost like 28 RR or something. But that game, I think I only lost 16 RR. So it could have been worse. If I didn't try, I would have lost a lot. But because I did try, I didn't win, but I didn't lose as much RR as I would have lost if I just threw the game. So always have that that positive mentality. That's a plat 2 tip right there. FYI. We won the game right after that though. Although I did end up in the negative, but my team was better than me, which is good. So I didn't care. I got my RR and we won. And I came out positive at the end of the day in terms of RR gain.
As one with wind and cloud.
Manifest.
That's a really cool wallpaper. Yeah, it is. But you can't see the full thing. It's really cool if you can see the full thing. I wonder if I can show you it. Hold up. I'll show you the wallpaper like right after this.
Take flight. Obey.
Yeah, because like I have two monitors. I have them stacked on top of each other, so you only see like one one thing. Let's see. Let's see if I can like show you the top part of it. So make that visible. So right now you're seeing the bottom part obviously, and then the top one looks, well, that's the stream. Let me move it. Oh, that's Discord. Let me move that too. That's the top part. So top part, and then just put your imagination together, and then well, I put it on the bottom anyways. That's the bottom part. Yeah, we just had to zoom in on the bounty and the boobas. Yeah, I know. A lot of people like when I pull out the window, they think I'm just looking at it. I'm like, no, it isn't just that. Okay. It looks a lot better like when you see both of them in person. I'm serious. Oh my god, quit moving. This one moves a lot. Does he go around the entire circle?
Unleash. Rest and rebuild. Cryo incarnate. Yeah. Ha.
But yeah, if you're ever feeling down in your rankings, always remember to keep a positive mindset. Like if you're losing, then you just want to play to lose less RR, and then if you're losing multiple games in a row, maybe you needed a break, or maybe you just gotta like look at your gameplay and see what you need to improve on. Maybe it's your sensitivity, maybe it's your positioning, who knows? Because honestly, I think I was hard stuck in gold for a long time, because I was very inconsistent with my aim. Like, there's times where you have aimbot, right? I'm not sure if you have those moments where you have aimbot, and there's moments where you're just, like, whiffing consistently, if that makes sense. And if you're heading to that issue, it might be your sensitivity. Because, like, my sensitivity, it's still pretty high, but it was much higher back then than it was now. Like, to give you a reference, my current sensitivity is... I'm not sure if you know DPI, but my DPI is at 1600, still is, but my sensitivity in Valorant is 0.51, which is still pretty high. But like before, when I was in gold, my sensitivity was probably like 1.32. Yeah, 1.32 at the same DPI. So that was like almost 3 or 2 times more faster than what I previously have right now, which is crazy. Like there's times where I did really good and times where I did really bad. But now that I lowered it quite a bit with the use of aim labs, adjusting my sensitivity, my aims became more consistent. Because I'm not sure if you run into that issue, but that was the issue that I ran into when I was in gold. Because I feel like once you fix your aim, when you're in like bronze and gold, you should see an improvement. I thought where it says wanted, it was waffles for a second. Waffles? Really? Hold on, let me look. I gotta look at my thing. Kafka. Where does it say that? Oh, okay, I see what you mean. You mean at the top. Alright. I get it. I get it now. I can see why you mistook that for waffles. I never saw it that way until you mentioned that.
Obey!
Fallen leaves, adorn my night!
Whirling snow! Yeah! Allow me! Manifest! My apologies!
My thing is, I don't know why, but when I play Valorant, I get cold. Then I start not feeling my hand anymore, and that messes me up very badly. Oh, I see. No, I understand that completely, because, like, right now, it's starting to get cold where I'm at. And, like, sometimes, like, well, like, naturally, like, in terms of biology, your movements do become more rigid and sloppy when you get cold. That's just, like, a matter of fact. So keeping your hands warm does help quite a bit, but I like to leave the window open so that way I can game on my PC at the highest settings without having to worry about it overheating, because that has happened, especially during the summer, quite a bit, where my screen just blacks out because it's just doing too much, like streaming, recording, and then also playing a game at high resolution. For Genshin, it's actually not that demanding, but for other games like Valorant or CS:GO, where everybody has to be on the same wavelength in terms of like connectivity, because you know of latency and packet loss, it's pretty demanding in that, for whatever reason. Got no clue why, but that's just probably the reason. But yeah, if you're saying that your aim becomes like, I have 0.41 sensitivity. Do you know what DPI you use? Like, do you have a gaming mouse that changes its DPI? DPI is pretty much just the sensitivity, like the base sensitivity. For like a normal office mouse that doesn't have any of those settings, those special settings, it's probably going to be at 800 DPI. I absolutely do not know. Then, if you don't know, then your DPI is probably at 800. But that means your DPI is actually fairly low. Probably, huh? But I can try to give you some tips on your sensitivity, like right now. Let's see. You know, let's go turn on Valorant just for you, Stornor. Just for you. It sucks that we're not on the same server, because I would totally play with you. Or maybe, yeah, whatever. Let's see. Let me just here, let me just turn off Genshin really quick. We're only doing exploration, so I don't really care. Hold on, I'm still turning on. It used to be my brother's mouse, so I'm not sure. Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm just gonna assume that you're at 800 DPI, but usually how the DPI goes, it goes from 800, 1600, and then 3200. The higher the DPI means the higher the sensitivity. That's all it means. But if you don't know, then it's more than likely at 800 DPI. Anyways, let me transition to that. We're gonna go to play. Because I feel like in the lower elos, really aim is probably the biggest determining factor. And your in like ranking up, I would say. And don't expect to improve right away because game sense is a part of it too. But if you improve your aim, your game sense should improve dramatically. Because that way you can just focus on just that instead of focusing entirely on your aim. If that makes sense. But yeah, there's like two ways you can fix your sensitivity. The first way it's like aim labs. I'm not sure if you have aim labs, but aim labs is free. It's on Steam, I think. And there's like a what do you call it? Like a adjustment simulator that you can use. That and then you can translate the sensitivity into pretty much any first-person shooter game that you want to play. So whether it's Apex, Counter-Strike, Valorant, Battlefield, literally any first-person shooter that you can think of. Let's do Deadlock because I'm feeling Deadlock. But and then the other way, if you don't feel like doing aim labs, is that when you swipe your mouse normally, right? You want to be able to do almost 360 degrees. Mine doesn't quite do that. But if you do one swipe, it should be almost 360 degrees. For me, I don't have it that high because I feel like the sensitivity works best for me. Mine is at 1600 DPI with 0.51 sensitivity. I think you can look right here. Controls. General? Yes. 0.51 to a sensitivity aim. But that's only with 1600 DPI. But at the normal DPI, that's probably really slow. Yeah, see? So this is 800 DPI. If I try to do the swipe, I do like 180, that's it. Which isn't bad. But for me, that's too slow. I like to have it a little bit faster. This is my speed. Yeah, you don't have to have aim labs. But generally, the rule that most